Why is the VW Golf so popular? It's not flashy, but everyone loves it. What's the secret? Well, it's not about being fancy. Golf is special because it's just right. It's been the same for 50 years, and that's pretty cool. But what's the real story behind this iconic German car? More than 35 million people worldwide have bought the VW Golf, no matter if they're rich or not. Doctors, mail carriers, everyone drives it. It's just a regular car for everyone. Golf is famous everywhere, even in countries like Brazil and South Africa, where it's part of their culture. Even during tough times, like apartheid, people still loved golf. Now, people see it as a symbol of freedom. But what's next for the Golf? People argue about it because it's turning 50. Some say it should keep going as it is, while others want big changes. The Golf is like a symbol of what's happening in the car world right now. People still really like how the Golf looks and how big it is. The person who designed it did a great job. It changed the way cars look. The designer, Giorgetto Giugiaro, is from Italy. He made the Golf in the 1970s, and it was different from other cars. It's like a really good song, everything fits together perfectly. Giugiaro is famous for making awesome cars, and Volkswagen asked him to make something new to replace the Beetle, and he did. The Golf was totally different. It had sharp corners instead of being round, the engine was in front, and it used water instead of air to stay cool. The design may seem smaller on the outside than the Beetle, but inside it's much more spacious. Why is VW Golf special? It's because of the slanted pillars and hood, and the lower line along the sides. They're like musical notes that make a perfect melody. When you look at it, you might not realise it, but you can feel how well everything fits together. People quickly saw how great the car was. Volkswagen then made the Golf GTI for drivers who wanted a sporty ride. Since then, the Golf has been the top-selling car in Germany and often in Europe, and sometimes even worldwide. It's like the Golf changes how cars were made. It used reliable technology that people trusted. The Golf is now in its 8th version. It's a car that totally changed the car world and made its own category, called the Golf Class. Even though it's been 50 years, the Golf hasn't really changed that much at its core. They've been smart about making small changes over time, so each new Golf still feels like the old one. People really like that because they know what to expect. That's why people stick with the Golf. They know what they're getting. You can learn more about how the car changed over time in the biggest private collection. In the town of Stokuro, Austria, there's a big collection of Golfs. Joseph Juza has collected 114 of them, from the weirdest ones with sliding doors to the fastest ones that are souped up. It's like his whole life's work because he loves Golf so much. He says the Golf is special because everything about it feels just right. He's driven lots of different cars, but the Golf is the one that feels perfect to him, like it was made just for him. Lots of Golf fans have clubs where they talk about their love of cars. Some clubs are just for people who have the first Golf model from the 1970s. But all kinds of people join these clubs, from doctors to mail carriers to factory workers. It seems like everyone loves the Golf. The Golf is a car that doesn't just belong to any particular class. It's simple, reliable and practical. It's everything you need to get where you're going. Some people in the former East Germany even have the first version of the Golf. Back in 1978, Volkswagen swapped 10,000 Golfs for metal, heating oil and tyres. It was tough to snag a Golf back then. Reinez Martinez got lucky because he signed up for one from East Germany way before. That's how he ended up with a Golf from West Germany that he fixed up in his garden. He felt hopeful about it, even though he wasn't in the same boat as everyone else. He just knew he had to have the car. He had to say goodbye to his Lada, which he had had registered for 12 years to get the Golf. Golfs were all the rage not only in East Germany, but also in communist Yugoslavia. People there were crazy about Golf starting in the 70s, and they still are today. Volkswagen even made the first Golf models in Sarajevo, which is now the capital of Bosnia, as part of a partnership. Everyone in Yugoslavia wished for a Golf, but they had to be patient and save up because waiting could take up to 6 months. Martinez saved enough to make my dream of owning one come true. It was a big deal for me back then. He says people from his generation will get it. During the Bosnian War from 1992 to 95, Volkswagen's factories got mostly destroyed, so they stopped making Golfs. But people still adored the Golf. It's more than just a car now, it's a feeling. In South Africa too, the Golf is important. It's like a witness to history, going from the tough times of apartheid to now. During apartheid, not everyone could afford a Golf, especially those who were oppressed. But after they got freedom, almost everyone could get one. A special version of the Golf was made in South Africa. Instead of switching to the newer Golf 2 in 1984, They kept making the first version with some changes. They called it the City Golf. When they stopped making the City Golf in 2009, people in South Africa were sad to see it go. They loved their City Golfs, and some even wanted to keep one for their kids when they grow up. Another special version of the Golf was made just for Brazil from 1980 to 2023. It's a bit smaller and simpler than the original Golf, but it's still part of the Golf family. Volkswagen is really important in Brazil, especially their Gol and Golf models. They made the GF to be a cheaper car for families and simpler people, which is important in Brazil. Whether it's the small Gol or the bigger Golf, for Brazilians, their Volkswagens are more than just cars. They see them as timeless pieces. Even in France, people admire the Golf. There was a special show in Paris to celebrate its history. The Golf is one of the only foreign cars that could compete with French favourites. A foreign car that made a big promise on the French. Suddenly, you were driving a really cool car. While French cars like the Citroën 2 CV were comfy, they didn't have the same energy as the Golf. Golf is more than just a car. It's like a way of life, something you really believe in. That's why people call it Generation Golf. Volkswagen even used that phrase in their ads, and it became the title of a popular book. It's about people born in Germany between 1970 and 85, many of whom drive Golfs. Golf represents being average, not trying to change everything. And that's okay. Sometimes, things are just fine just the way they are. After 50 years, it seemed like the Golf might just be on its way out as Volkswagen gets ready for electric cars. But don't give up on the Golf just yet. Volkswagen realised their new electric car, the ID.3, didn't do as well as the Golf. So now they're turning the Golf into an electric car. They want to keep its famous qualities and make sure it's a success with electric power. They're planning to launch the electric Golf called Golf iX maybe in 2026. It's kind of sad to see the car industry changing so much. The way we use cars is different now though, and Golf might not fit in the new world. Maybe it's a time for a big change, like redesigning the Golf completely. But that's unlikely. The designer who made the Golf doesn't work with Volkswagen anymore. He stopped working with them in 2015. Design isn't always decided by everyone. It's not democratic, you know? When Giugiaro joined the big company, he couldn't suggest the things he wanted to. The bosses were too scared to take risks because they didn't want to lose their power. They played it safe instead of trying new things, but Giorgetto Giugiaro, the designer of the Golf, had a vision. He made amazing cars because he had the freedom to do what he wanted. The Golf is a symbol of freedom and creativity in car design. People from all over the world, young and old, love it. It's like the flagship of the German car industry. Its history is great, but some people aren't sure about its future. So, do you love this timeless beauty? Do let us know about your thoughts in the comments below, and also don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, see you later.